I'm George. Welcome to another movie review. We're going to do Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. This time it came out in 1995. That's another one I went to the movie theater to see when it came out. And the star of this movie is Jim Carrey again. How about that? Anyway, so this one is Jim Carrey in Africa trying to find a missing bat. The Wachootoos tribe lost, so that they can have their ceremony for the wedding that was coming, nuptials that come in. So he gets approached on a mountainside trying to rescue a raccoon in a plane crash. Because he's a pet detective, he's doing something else, and he ends up playing out the scene on the rope from Cliffhanger, which is pretty good, and he drops the raccoon down a gorge, which probably didn't drop the raccoon. If he even dropped the raccoon more than 10 feet, or less than 10 feet, probably into a net. So anyway, he ends up going and meeting the guy, and ends up flying out there after he dropped the raccoon and gets into a monk's facility up on top of the hill, and they have to convince him to leave the monk's facility because he's trying to achieve a Zen mentality, I guess you want to say. So they end up talking him into leaving, and no, I keep adjusting that thing. Anyway, they keep talking him into leaving. So I ended up leaving, and then he ends up going on a plane ride to Africa, making all kinds of funny jokes on the plane, and yeah, it's all funny. And this one's listed as an adventure comedy and crime. So they put the extra stuff in there like it's supposed to be. So he ends up going and looking for this missing bat, and he ends up getting darted first time with some little red sleeping darts sticks out of a blowgun. And then second time, well, then he ends up trying to, during his investigation, he gets himself a mechanical rhino and gets climbed in. The fan quits, but he stays, listens to the conversation he's trying to listen to, and then when it's time to get out, he has to go to the alternate exit, which is kind of funny. It's kind of an adult joke, but it's still kind of funny. So he ends up meeting the tribe, and the woman that gets married, they don't show it, and they don't even really hint to it at first, but he ends up having relations, or supposed relations, with the virgin that's getting married. So he ends up chasing down the thieves, and they were guarding some kind of cave. He ends up getting in there and not finding anything, gets darted again. Then he ends up with another tribe, and gets into a fight with, pass all the tests, and the last test is a fight, or getting beat up by the tribal, I'm going to call him a midget, but he's a short guy that takes care of him. Then they end up making friends after that, and they have a barbecue and celebrate and all that. So he ends up finding the guy that took the bat, an albino white bat. Their mascot, I guess you want to call it. And then it's a monster truck race through the jungle run over the Jeep, and he ends up squishing the Jeep, which is funny. It's out of place, but it's funny. He ends up carrying a guy that looks like the Monopoly Man around on his shoulder, trying to act like it's a fur. And um, it's just a real funny movie. I've watched it over and over again. Then he ends up finding the thing. He ends up, well, someplace in the movie, he ends up messing with a guy on a pole, trying to stay there, prove his loyalty or something. Balancing up on top of a totem pole, 50 to 100 feet in the air. This was fun. So he ends up finding the bird. The cage gets stuck in a tree because of the crashes with the trucks. So he doesn't take it in the truck. He ends up running across the jungle, I guess, to the tribe cage where they keep it in the temple, and hauling the name of the bird, which is Wachootoos. Anyway, it's I probably said that wrong, but anyway, so he ends up getting that in there, and then towards the end of it, into the cage. Towards the end of it, they the marriage goes on, and then the guy that was supposed to marry comes out and hollers in the tribal language that the girl that he was going to marry is a virgin. And Ace Ventura says they can actually tell that. Then it ends up with, everybody's happy and having fun, and everybody gets together. So it's a pretty good, fun movie. I'd suggest you go watch it and put your comments below. And it's a pretty good little setup, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, bye now. We'll do another one in a few minutes or next week. So, bye now. Be safe.